Yeah, the lights are on the board. Yep. Test 1, 2. Yep, we're on. All right. Perfect timing at 7:30. Everybody good to go? Okay. Then we will call this meeting of the Kalamazoo Township Board of Trustees to order at 7:30, and we're in order. Clerk Mackey, here to lead us in the pledge.
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We will proceed to a roll call this evening. Trustee Glass.
Here.
Clerk Mackey.
Here.
Trustee Leonard.
Here.
I'm Supervisor Combs. Trustee Sherwood.
Here.
We have done there. Treasurer Miller.
Here.
And Trustee Robinson.
Here.
Wonderful. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda this evening? Seeing none, we'll proceed to our first public comment period this evening. If you'd like to make a public comment, feel free to step to the podium. Let us know your name and address, and you will have 3 minutes to use as you choose.
Good evening, Township Board. Dave Pawlowski, Chair of the Kalamazoo County Road Commission. I have some good news. We have a road package funding deal done in Lansing, signed into law by our governor, and be only the third new road funding package since I graduated from high school, so we're happy to have it. But it does include some funding for local roads that don't require a match, so we're going to work through those details with MDOT. Staff is meeting with them. We've delayed our budget session until December 2nd, just so we can try to get as much information as possible, so we can know, look at what we're gonna be looking at for next year. Looks around about north of $8 million. We'll figure out what's gonna go to what, but definitely we'll distribute the funds like we do all our funds based on mileage and population, the same way we get our funds from the state of Michigan. The key thing, though, that this road funding is in addition to what we're already doing, not instead of what we're already doing. We know that it'll cost tens of millions of dollars to keep our roads in safe driving conditions, so this is just a drop in the bucket, but it's good news. It's way better than coming here and saying we had an $8 million cut. So hopefully things will work through, and we'll get this going for next year. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Other public comment this evening?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Reason I'm here tonight and use my 3 minutes, I own a property on Lincoln Street that I've been rehabbing, okay? Been working on this house for almost 4 years, on and off. I'm a builder. When I have time, I work on it. My concern is the homeless that have taken over property that the township owns. I'd like to see all the debris there cleaned up, removed. I call the ordinance officer. I think his name was Rob McNally or McCain, something like that. Anyway, talked to Rob, and he says, Ed, there's no money in the budget for removing this stuff. I said, now wait a minute. I applaud you guys for building this nice new building up there on Gold Road for millions. Let's take a third of 1% and put it in a budget, make it a line item so we can get someone to get out there and clean this stuff up. There's several sites around. I talked to Lieutenant Scott Jackson. He tells me, he said, Ed, we have 8 sites that are more of a priority now than that one. He says, I don't even know if we'll ever get to it because we don't have the funds. I said, really? Okay, I'm rehabbing this house. I intend to pay a lot more in property tax on it over the next couple of years. Let's get some money. I even offered my time and my people and my trailer to remove the stuff for free. So if I had a place to put this stuff, I'd be happy to clean it up. I've already cleaned up one site, 22 bags of garbage, and I'm talking 55-gallon bags that I took to the dump myself. They charged me $75 to dump the stuff, and that was a deal. Okay, you guys? So what I'm saying is we need to do this. What's more important to keeping our environment clean? I know the homeless have issues, and I understand it, but let's get this together. There's been no funds for over a couple years. Okay? Come on. We got to do better. Please. I guess my 3 minutes are about up, but what I'm thinking is, here's my thought. Today, they had a general pickup on Lincoln, okay? One they do twice a year. Had I placed the stuff from the homeless out on Lincoln Road, they would have picked it up for free. We're paying these people to pick stuff up at locations, right? Let's the township be smart and say, hey, look, we got the big pickup coming that week. We got a site, blah, 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 the address. If we get it out there, these guys will pick it all up and we will have no bill.
Thank you very much. Before we proceed, are you hearing a buzz?
I do. Maybe if everyone can try muting themselves,
I don't
especially
think
if you
these
have
buttons work.
electronics. What about if you have electronics near the microphones?
Oh, it's not. It's lower.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for your patience, folks. Any additional public comment this evening? Seeing none in the room?
He didn't give his name.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Is there any public comment on Zoom? Okay, thank you very much. With that, we will proceed to the consent agenda. Clerk Mackey?
Okay. I will move adoption of the consent agenda as recommended by the superintendent and supervisor, but I would like to note that with that consent agenda, that would include an edit to the approval of the minutes of the November 7th, 2025 Board of Trustees special meeting. The edit in there is to just add Trustee Robinson as present. So yes, just need a second. Yeah.
Support?
There's a motion and support. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? And the motion carries. Thank you very much. With that, we will proceed relatively quickly through the next few. There is no public hearing scheduled this evening. We have no old or new business scheduled this evening. There were no items removed from the consent agenda, so we can begin with board member reports. Trustee Robinson?
So I do not have any, reports this evening. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't have any reports this evening. I do want to, remind people that tomorrow we are closed. The township office is closed. It is Veterans Day, so, I would like to say Happy Veterans Day to all of the veterans out there. Hope everybody enjoys their day tomorrow, and that is all I have.
Thank you very much. Treasurer Miller?
I just want to announce that on Friday, November 7th, the 131 business loop to go south on 131 was opened. The ribbon cutting, yeah.
I've been like 40 years waiting for it.
Yes, and a lot of people have been involved in those 40+ years. Yes, this is very true. So,
Tremendous for the north side.
yeah, tremendous. Yes. So it was just a great event, and I'm just very happy to have been able to live long enough to see it. So, yay! Thank you. It's great work done by all entities involved, and all the work was amazing. So that's it.
Thank you very much. Trustee Sherwood?
I want to echo Trustee Robinson in wishing a happy Veterans Day to our veterans, including Trustee Robinson. I was hoping to share, there is a fundraiser for the Westwood Neighborhood Food Pantry on Wednesday, November 12th from 5 to 7 at BC Pizza in the Tiffany's Plaza. If you're able to stop by and buy some pizza and donate to that fundraiser, it's going to a good cause. And last of all, for the hunters out there, good luck on Saturday. Be safe and yeah, enjoy the outdoors. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Trustee Leonard?
Trustee Sherwood stole my update, so go eat BC Pizza. It's a great restaurant, and the Westwood Neighborhood Association really is thankful for your donation if you can. And it's really not a donation; it's you getting pizza. So that's all I have.
Very good. Clerk Mackey?
So the first thing I'd like to report is that tonight was the first time since I became a board member in 2020 that anybody has ever asked me to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Really?
So thank you, because I've been waiting a long time. I've been preparing for this since kindergarten. So thank you. And also, I think this may be one of the first times that we've had a meeting where we didn't have any new business, but we knew that we were going to have members of our community showing up tonight on the schedule. So we wanted to make sure that we were here for you, especially if you have any questions for us. And then I just wanted to give a couple of updates. Last week was a really busy week for me as the township clerk and the election administrator. And it was busy for the clerk's department and the whole township staff. They all help and pitch in during elections. So I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful for our election inspectors and the staff here. They all go above and beyond. So I just have a lot of gratitude. And yet, like last week, I was at the US 131 interchange project opening with Treasurer Miller, and it was just a really amazing thing to get to witness because it's been something that's been needed for a long time, and when else, would you get to celebrate something like that? So it was really cool, and we also had our groundbreaking of our new fire station that I got to go to, and we just have a lot of really wonderful things happening in our community right now, and I'm just really happy to serve with this board. I feel like we've been doing a lot of wonderful things, and so I just wanted to take a moment to show some gratitude. I know this is the month of Thanksgiving, and I feel a lot of gratitude for everyone that I interact with here, and a special thanks to our superintendent. She's been getting a lot done for us, and so thank you so much. That's all.
Thank you very much. Trustee Glass?
Yeah, so I also had on my remarks list to mention the pizza fundraiser for the Westwood Neighborhood Association, and I just pulled up the flyer, and it says, so be sure to mention that the Westwood Neighborhood Association, when you make your purchase, 40% of all sales between 5 and 7 p.m. on November 12th at BC Pizza on West Main will go towards their food pantry. So, and then the other thing that I wanted to say was tomorrow there is a Veterans Day celebration, and it's at the Army National Guard, or the Armory, and I was just trying to pull up the address here. So if you're interested in attending that, I believe it starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow, and you can contact former trustee Kennedy, Tony Kennedy, with any questions. If you Google, it'll show right up on Discover Kalamazoo events, and it is presented by the Rotary Club. And so thanks to all of our veterans. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you very much. Well, I'll try to stick to things that weren't already mentioned this evening, but they're all wonderful things. Just a quick note on the weather. I happen to be driving between here, Grand Rapids, and Lansing a lot this week and next, and so I've got to see firsthand that we as Michiganders very easily forget what it's like to drive on the ice on the highway. So please be safe. Make sure to give the salt trucks their space. They're out there to help make the road safe for all of us. But please take care of yourselves when you're on the road, especially going home tonight. I understand the weather is going to be deteriorating again. I also just wanted to mention, I'm trying to get into the habit of mentioning in these meetings that we do have our work sessions for the rest of this year at 6 o'clock before our 7:30 meetings. That'll change now potentially to 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Work session and meetings respectively in January. The reason I mentioned that is we've become very efficient in these business meetings, even when we do have new business to tackle because of those work sessions. And those work sessions, when we're all down there at the tables on the floor, are where we have the meat of our discussion and debate. And so if you want to know not just what your township board is doing, but how we're getting there, how we're getting to the decisions, what we're talking about, those work sessions are the time when that happens. So I encourage you all to come out. And as one of my colleagues mentioned, ask us questions when you have questions. I'll keep it at that this evening, and thank you, Road Commission Chair Pawlowski, for joining us this evening. Really excited to get all $8 million of those dollars in Kalamazoo Township. Looking forward to it. Superintendent, your report?
Sure, I have a few items. First of all, leaf and brush pickup next week, just a reminder. Secondly, I know I've updated some of you on Eastwood and our progress. We are still in a wait, and I'm also glad, Chair Pawlowski, that you're here. We do have issues that we're ironing out with the Road Commission. We've been waiting a couple weeks for a callback, so if you can do anything to assist us with that, we're trying to get that up and running, so we can continue, and right now we're kind of at a standstill until we work some of that out. So I know I've mentioned that to a couple of you over the last couple of weeks. The last thing that I wanted to say is for the last few months, 3 months to be exact, we've been down 3 staff people. As of today, we are full staff. Okay, so knock on wood, it's great. But I want to say over that 3 months that we've had, where we've all had to pitch in, all of us, even some of you, right, have pitched in. We have done amazing. I'm amazed with our staff. I mean, we can work miracles and do what we need to do as long as we know it's coming and where to go, and everybody's volunteered to pitch in. So as of today, we are finally back to full staff for a moment, and it's fabulous. It's great. We're even 2 temporary staff ahead, right? So today we came in with full staff, and I was so excited, but also excited, like, we didn't miss a beat. We worked some late hours and filled in many different places, but it's been awesome. So just another opportunity to say we have amazing staff at Kalamazoo Township, and I'm so excited. And that's all that I have.
Thank you very much, and thank you for all of your work and the staff's work to keep all the trains running on time in the gaps. I certainly didn't feel them, and I think many of us didn't, thanks to you and the staff. With that, we will proceed to the second public comment period this evening. Again, if you'd like to make a public comment, feel free to step to the podium, let us know your name and address, and you'll have 3 minutes to use as you choose. Seeing no movement in the room, is there any public comment on Zoom?
There's not.
Thank you very much. There is no closed session scheduled this evening, so we will adjourn at 7:47. We're adjourned. Thank you very much. 17 minutes.
Is that our record?
I think 18 was our record. Unless, well, Lisa, how long was your meeting?